All right, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, welcome everyone. 87's back on the channel for a night. Ears, we're ready to go. It's going to be a fun one here back at Daytona. It's been a while since we covered this series, this track. We'll be ready to go. All right, ready to go as the field rolls out. Ready to rock and roll here tonight. So again, qualifying underway right now as the field gets ready to go. Should be a fun one here. And again, qualifying in these cars going to be utterly important here tonight. Lucas Longmire out there as well as Carl Leisure right there as well in the 67. There's Carl. Everybody up to speed. So again, should be a ton of fun. And it's been a little bit since I've covered this particular race car. Quite a few updates since the last time. But at least for tonight, should be a ton of fun to get done as we are ready to go. Sean there on the racetrack. Leisure hanging on. There's Leisure, Holligan, Brandon Zimmerman, the Lucas Longmire, Peter, Riggins back there, Lamb, Avowed, Greg, Daryl Wilson, Charles Joplin, Gino, KLD, and then JR. So we got a ton of race cars ready to rock and roll tonight. You see Devin DP back there, Carl Burke, Lucas Longmire there as well. Sean up there on a 67 machine, a DP. Charles, Greg, Daryl Wilson, Charles Joplin, Gino, Kale back here. There's Kale. Old school paint scheme on that car. Beautiful rendition of the Hardy's ride. White and orange. Dylan, Carl Burke into 1 and 2. Jeff up front right now on the pole. 44.279. So 44.279 there for Jeff. Charles Joplin, 44.303. Dylan D. Thomas, 44.3 as well. So pretty accurate on the speeds, at least for the night. There's Carl. So it should, whoa. No, bring no for that. Let's try that one. There we go. Check comments here. Why do I have like 3 different... Okay, whatever, that works. So as we work to get ready to go, you see Charles Joplin up top right now. See if he can hold on here. Trying to check audio levels, everything out here. So again, now look at that, Vlad, at top of the board. So again, the 7, Charles Joplin, going to drop to second. See what we got. Less than a minute to go. So right now, a minute left. So ready to go, ready to rock and roll here, coming to green here in just a moment, less than a minute to go. Cal, Vlad, Brandon Zimmerman are going to wind up there. The 66, that beautiful race car, going to be on the pole here for this one. So again, 38 seconds remaining. So 32 seconds left on the board here. 29, 28, 27. Peter there as well. So again, less than 17 seconds now. It's Greg Willen, top of the charts here. So again, ready to go. We're out of time here. It is time to go racing here tonight. So we'll grid up. Let's take a look here at what we got here. Row number 1, Greg Wallen alongside Peter there as well. Row number 2 going to be Keldy Spencer, Vlad right there as well. Row number 3, Brandon Zimmerman and Charles Joplin. Row number 4, Dylan D. Thomas there. Then it's going to be Carl Burke, D.P. Riggins back there as well in row 5. Jeff Dillon, David Lamb, Thomas Gallagher, Anthony. Row 8, Eric Casper, Clinton, Stephen, Gino there as well. And then Lucas Longmire and Darrell Wilson. Corey and Stephen Holligan back there as well as J.R. Tanksy there as well. So, it is about that time. Field is ready to go green here tonight. Here we go. It'll be a simple 75-lap run, 1 fast repair. See what we got. Again, Greg up there. Kale right there as well. Should be a heck of a race when we go green as we are ready to go. So again, the 87 car, a little bit different than normal for us. See what they can figure it out here. Man, it should be fun. Should be a very quick run. So coming to green here. So again, coming to green. So field going to separate out, be ready to go. Coming at you through 1 and 2, 1 lap round behind the iRacing pace car before we turn them officially green flag racing here tonight. There's Greg. See if he can hold on. Should be a blast here. A little bit quicker of a race. I'm ready, you're ready, everybody else is ready. Here we go. Down the back straightaway here. We're about to bring these classics cars to life. 200 plus mile per hour in a draft. A lot of lifting in these things. It's going to be a handful. Oh boy, this is going to be an absolute blast. All right, we're going to hop over and grab Mike here and pick Mike up as we get ready to go green. All right, we'll grab it and get ready to roll here as the field coming to green. This time by. So this should be a good one. So coming to green this time by, here we go. What have we got? Coming to green right now. It is time to go racing here tonight.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. We're rolling here from Daytona. So again, everybody into turn 1 and 2. And we've already got a problem. So there we go. Problem. Caution is out. Didn't take long here. Try to figure out what happened. Let's take a look. What exactly happened? Trying to figure this one out. I'm not 100% sure, Lucas. Trying to figure out. It was on the start. Something goes wrong on the start here. The 35 of Gino. So there's Gino. I think they just may have made a mistake getting going here. Yep, just a big checkup right there. And Gino goes around. Look at that car up in the air already. And caution is out. So we'll be right back. Here in just a moment, we'll go quick commercial break. We'll be right back. All right. All right, guys, already on pit road, 3 laps in. Trouble here tonight, mixing it up here. And we'll see what we got here. All right, and I think we got backup. All right, we'll turn him on here. Wasn't playing. Well, Mike, you got a late call here. All right, everyone. Mr. Mike Winter, how are you, Mike?
Doing good, buddy.
All
Glad to
right.
be here.
I believe this will be your first 87 race, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
There we go. So we're going to get old Mike set up here where he can see what in the world's actually going on. And we should be good. All right. There we go, Mr. Mike. All right, man.
right.
So 87 cars, high speed, a lot of lifting going on. It's going to be a crazy night here tonight as we get ready to go. Field stacked up ready. And thank you guys for joining us here tonight. I'm looking forward to this. Always fun bringing these cars out to Daytona, Talladega. They definitely bring a different mix to it here, Mike.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. This isn't something I'm quite used to seeing, so this is going to be a lot of fun. I like this era of NASCAR. This was like my favorite time of them. So yeah,
There we
this is
go.
going to be pretty fun.
Well, we should get ready to double up. We had an early yellow stack up under green, which brought the yellow out there. We'll see if we can get a clean start here this time around. Only 75 laps tonight, relatively short. You got to go. And we'll see if they do single file restart, question mark. Nope, they're going to double them up. So we will go double file. Greg Wallen right there, Kale there, Charles Joplin, David D. Thomas, Vlad back here. So everybody going to get double file once again. And yeah, I called and woke Mike up. I'm like, hey, Mike, you want to come have some fun? And he's like, sure. Double file dump. We gotta knock the rust off old Mike here. He ain't called a show with me in God, what feels like forever at this point.
Right.
So But big announcement next week, Mike, you'll be taking over your own show on Wednesday nights. Looking forward to it, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Definitely. It's going to be fun.
All right, ready to go. 4 of 75 in the books here tonight from Daytona. Field will stack up and we will go back to green and maybe we'll get rolling here. Again, just a minor mishap on the original start. A couple of cars missed a shift, which is easy to do in these old race cars. And it's not as easy as the new next gen to get up through the gears the way you would like. That can definitely happen. All right.
Yeah, not a hard thing to do.
No, it's not hard at all. You just miss the gear just a little bit. Next thing you know, they're going to run over from behind because they can't get checked up in time. And that just tends to happen. But we're ready to go. Everybody 2x2. 4 laps in here at Daytona for the season opener. Let's get ready to go. Yet again, out of turn number 4. Let's see if we can get up through the gears this go around. Here we go. I think once we get up to speed, we'll be all right. It's just going to be the challenge of getting up to speed. Green in the air. So far, so good. Question mark. One car stumbled there, but they recovered. And that's the whole part with these race cars, man. Getting up through the gears, getting them going. And you're not going to see a lot of bump. Oh, as I say that, they tried to bump draft. That's not going to work. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What a save.
So the bumpers, to fill you in, Mike, because you've never seen this, they do not line up on these race cars. You go to bump draft, you're going to lift the rear tires up off the ground, and it's going to be no bueno. And you saw it there as they're 2x2. Just for reference, right here out of turn 4, folks at home, they're already 202 plus 203 down the front straight line. Now 207, 210. For some of the guys right here mid-pack, roughly 210 mile an hour. On fresh tires, no problem. You can really go. As the tires wear, you're going to see them start having to lift into the corners. And yes, that's crazy to hear, Mike, lifting at Daytona. Trouble, hang on. Lucas Longmire out back there out of shape. He held on to it. Man.
I have drove these cars once before. And I can vouch for this. They're tough. They are not like the modern NASCAR for sure.
Right, exactly. Right now, Brandon Zimmerman hanging on to the race lead. 6 laps in, they'll cross the start-finish line. 44 flat that time by for the front pack. Picking up the pace now as we roll back to 1. Outside and inside. And you see the draft here in these cars a little bit different, unlike next-gen Cup, Truck, anything else we do on a regular basis. These guys don't tuck up as well, and you don't really see the pushing that you would see in the newer stuff. Cale gonna break away, jumps to the bottom. Still 2x2. Very impressed, Mike. They've been able to hold it 2x2 this long.
Yeah, this is not something easy to do with these cars. So the fact that they've done it this long, even I am impressed.
There's Sean back here mid-pack. That's Leisure. On board with Leisure. As you see, up the hill, nearly back into the back bumper of the 25. A lot of playing with the throttle right now. You can't just floor it. You got to really manage what that car is telling you here. If you're tight in a pack together like this, and as we say that, Cale going to drop down below the yellow, give up some ground. He's going to get back in a more comfy, dumpy spot. He don't like what he feels right now. What do you think, Mike, as a driver, electing to drop back like that? You think that's a good call this early on?
I think it is. I think it is because it's going to avoid a big accident. It's going to keep you in the race. And basically, you just re-enter track and give her another go.
Yeah.
Got plenty of time.
Well, that, and again, we talked about the tire wear that we're going to see. It's a little bit early on, in my opinion, for tire wear at the moment. But over the coming laps in the very, very near future, you're going to be lifting more. As you see Charles Joplin making a move on Thomas, he'll jump underneath and clear to the race lead. But again, you're going to start seeing playing with the throttle more, lifting off the throttle, coasting the car, trying to get the car to turn. Aero push is a thing as well. There's so many things you're battling in this race car.
Yeah, there is a lot of things that you got to do to keep this car on the track. This is why they call it a driver's car for sure.
Nolan Thomas, Zimmerman back there, Carl Burt there in line to fourth, Anthony to fifth, David Lamb to sixth. And you see nice and tight, big. And you see that big pull he got to the back bumper of the car in front of him, right? The issue is, unlike the other cars, you get that big run, then you get to the corner and you have to jump out of the throttle, as you see, because if you don't, you see Carl there washed up, got in the wall, and that's what tends to happen when you get these big runs down into the corner if you don't check up, lift off the throttle, and let the car rotate. Again, right now, everybody maintaining, getting down single file, which is what you would want to do now at this stage of the race. About 6 laps of green flag racing on this tire set right now. Here comes a big run for the race lead. Zimmerman going to get alongside. Now, if you're on the inside like that, Mike, you get clear and get the air to your nose, you're okay, just like he did there. But you're going to see that top wing come back in Charles Joplin, nearly a crossover. He'll jump back in the line through the trioval.
Man, this is some really good driving here.
Anthony back here. Peter, Leisure, Clanton, DP back here as well. So after that first lap little mishap we had, it's been clean and green since then. Now we start the strategy. What would you do, Mike? You're in the driver's seat of these cars. Would you save a lot early on, or would you just try to go out there and grab the race lead?
I think I would save. I would definitely save. I would kind of hang out in the back for most of the race, and then, I don't know, maybe 20 to go, something like that. Then I'd make my charge to the front.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see tire wear-wise where we end up here. So for reference, the front pack is about 6/10 off what they were running earlier already. So the car, trouble back straight away. One up in the air. Oh my goodness. Oh.
That was a nasty one.
Well,
I believe that car right behind the 94 there got airborne.
yeah, somebody took the I'm going to fly away express here. Let's see what we can come up with. Right there, and look at that car take off, lift up in the air, up and over. Wow. One more look
I'm
here.
surprised he still got a car.
Let's
Jeez.
take one more look here. You see it's a lot with this race car. Let's see if we can slow it down, get you another angle of this thing. So he's going to get right hooked right there. Car's going to come around backwards, and as it does, watch it just lift off the ground, up and over. Nearly, did he get a piece of the catch fence? He did. Got into the catch fence, up on the wall. Car's going to rotate back over on its wheels. Everybody else does a tremendous job of grabbing that race car and hanging on to it. But Carl on pit road, not what you want to see early on. Wow. Holy moly, that was a wild ride.
And that's why nowadays NASCAR has the roof flaps to keep the cars on the ground as best as they can.
Yes, sir. All right, let's talk to him. Hey, Carl, Matt in the booth, got a copy. Hey, Carl, Matt in the booth, got a copy, buddy? I don't think he's there. I think he went away for a moment. That's unfortunate. I was going to talk to him. Here we go, though. Strategy time. A good portion of the field going to come down, take 4 fresh tires at this point. Probably not a bad idea You got about 10 laps on that run before that yellow came out. So go ahead and put 4 fresh tires on it and see what happens.
At this point, definitely not a bad idea. Get some fresh tires on there, get out there, and give her hell.
Exactly. You know what else is not a bad idea?
What's that?
Go ahead and give a shout out to our partners that make all this happen. So we'll be right back here and enjoy this momentary commercial break here on Extreme Sim TV. Welcome back, everyone. Once again, back with us here as we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing here momentarily. 16 laps into the opening round of the 87 series here tonight. Man, it's been fun already. We already had one car on its roof, Burke. And unfortunately, I think Burke's done for the night.
Yeah, after a wild ride like that, I wouldn't expect any less.
Well, I know he has fast repairs, but I don't think he's going to get back out there in time. He's already multiple laps down, probably just going to call it where it's at. Because right now he's 3 laps down, as they said at the moment. So the question becomes now, what did we learn over that 10-lap run? And how big a difference is these tires going to make on some of the field? So right here on this restart, we're going to have 4 race cars out there on 16-lap old tires. How does these front 4 pair against everybody else on new Goodyear Eagles? That's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, I don't know. What do you think, Mike? I don't think it might not be that big a deal yet. I mean, I've been proven wrong before. We're about to find out. But it'll be interesting to see if those a few laps difference, how big a difference it really does make here on this restart. Here we go. It's Joplin, it's Corey, it's Vlad, it's Thomas and Brandon up there as well. Green flag in the air. The bottom line gets going a lot better than the top there.
Here we go.
Man, I am that top lane did not get a good start at all. But look right here, already up to second. Fresh tires coming and coming rapidly. Take a look at Brandon Zimmerman. And caution. Oh my.
Oh.
Cars around. Lock it down. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh. You know what that's a product of, don't you? Fresh tires and old tires.
Yep.
Back straight away. Started a little bit further forward there. Let's see if we can get another angle. And just like that, I was afraid when we split the strategy like this that a problem would occur, and indeed it did, up there in front of them already wrecking. Then they can't get checked up in time, and then here we go. Guys getting turned around with the 57 up the hill. Huge hit right there. That's a broken front sway bar.
Oh yeah, yeah. He got hit pretty good.
Yeah. That's DP, and that car completely broken. One more look. But yeah, I was afraid of this with the tire difference. We just said it, and here's an example. Start wrecking in front. Now watch this right here. He's trying to get down and just doesn't get low enough. And there you have it. Gets clipped in the right rear, and then here we go.
Oh,
The 82. The 45. Did he get through that unscathed? That's Thomas Gallagher. I think he may have gotten through this unscathed already. Let's go on board and find out. So he's up top right here. Nope, he gets free too. He got a piece of the 18. But other than that, I mean, good job at this portion. Look at that other car hop through the grass. And there you go. So caution out lap 20. Well, there's an example of how much tires mean. Mike, the other cars, the top four were just so much slower on them old tires. I think that's what kind of set all that in motion.
yeah, I agree with you on that one. Definitely.
19 on the board of 75. Big incident all down the back straightaway here that put us under yellow tonight for the third time in the opening round. So, and you know, Mike, you know this from running the league and doing the things you do. When you can testify to this as a league owner, when you got a brand new series and guys that don't know each other that well, it takes a few races to break it in.
Yeah, definitely. When you start a league with any kind of car, everybody's got to get used to running side by side. They got to know who they can race with. They got to know who they can trust. And, you know, the more they trust somebody on track, the more they'll work with them, the more cleaner the races will be. It just comes together after a couple races.
But first race out, you got what, 23 starting at Daytona. You kind of know that you're going to have your calamity moments, just like we.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because there's a lot of cars, and it not only that, it's in a car that's not exactly easy to drive.
Yeah, in a car, like you said, it is not in by any shape of the imagination easy to drive at all. Folks, if you're watching this, don't forget to slam that like button and let us know you like what you see here. Again, AMA Cup Series not running tonight. We'll have more details on that in the very near future. Hopefully by next week, as far as that goes. Along with Mike's show he's got coming up with Street Stocks in a week's time. And everything we got going on. We got a lot going on, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right. So it'll be 55 to go this time by. And I believe, are we doubled up? No, we're not. I can't tell.
Man, I'm trying to get my mic to be not so overpowering on your stream. I've been turning myself down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing we're going to be able to do. Hang on, I can try. All right, try it now.
How's that?
Actually, I know exactly what I'll do. Hang on. I got you, homie. No
right.
worries. No worries. Filter time. Filter. I'm at 4, so we will back you down to there. All right, you should be good now, homie. Hopefully.
All right.
Yeah, we're right about the same area code.
All right.
So already caution on the racetrack here as we're getting ready to stack them, rack them, and go all over again. With 55 to go here tonight, or a little less when we do go green, single file restart. It looks like we're going to get away from double file. Here we go.
Green, green, green.
Single file restart at Daytona.
Here we go.
So in theory, this should help a little bit, right? You single file them out. You help everything out a little bit. You make it less crazy than what it was. In theory, that should help, right?
I would think.
We would think, anyway. You know, everybody's got a plan until they get hit in the face, though, so we'll see. Down the back straightaway, single file out front. Front three cars going to get away clean. Everybody else will as well. And again, I do feel like the biggest problem we had that last restart was the tire difference. Really jacked everything up as we start to kind of get back in a rhythm here. So everybody will start getting back into a rhythm out front. Meanwhile, it's Dylan D. Thomas trying to move forward up to fourth here, up 3 spots. Up 17 is Mr. Halligan right here. That's Steven up 17 spots from where he started. It's a big movement for him tonight. Zimmerman leads. Look at this on board. Ain't that a cool shot, Mike? These cars right on top of one another.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Oh, whoa, up the hill. Hello. That nearly went bad. You seen that car get sideways, go up the hill. And that is one thing that can get you. They move around a lot. You can't hold these cars as still as you can the next gen or the trucks or Xfinity or late models even. They move around a whole bunch.
Yeah, they're definitely built differently for sure.
Oh, hello. One car out of shape. There's Zimmerman, Pete, side by side for the race lead here. Zimmerman going to go back at Pete here into 3 and 4. Those two going to line it up side by side off of turn 4. It's going to be Brandon Zimmerman to the lead. Pete nearly lost it on the top.
Hey,
Dang, going. .24 complete to 75. This time by. And right now, coming at you here down the back straightaway, Brandon Zimmerman continuing to lead here in Daytona. So we are roughly quarter way through this thing already. What's your thoughts here, Mike, as we grind into lap 25 here?
My thoughts are, at this point, it's survival mode for these guys. Do everything you can to stay out of any accident. Keep your car straight as you can, and just survive at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we got a long way to go tonight. We're not near the end, right? You still got quite a few laps that you got to take down before you get to the end of this thing. So you're right. As you see Zimmerman and Thomas, you wouldn't know it out front. Those two still going side by side and doing battle. No surprise between those two. Man, this is so much fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely a really cool car to have for a broadcast here tonight.
Yeah, man, 26 on the board this time through. And holy crap, I think we got our audio even. Look at that. All right, 26 on the board. I found out the magical cure for your audio. Look at that. Brandon Dylan D. Thompson right there as well. And again, now Dylan D. going to take over the race lead. Zimmerman going to drop back a spot or two. Ooh, did you see that? Dylan just about caught the apron. And if you do that too many times, that car is going to whip around. Dylan D. Thomas continuing to lead. David Lamb, Anthony, Brandon Weezer, Stephen, Charles, Peter, Vlad back there, Lucas in the mix. Down the back straightaway, but it's David out front continuing down to grab the race lead away with Stephen alongside. Get it even, Stephen? Man, oh man. So great racing out front. 5-6 cars under a blanket off of turn 4 that time by. Keeping her. Oh, look at that move. David able to slide to the bottom.
That was a bold move right there.
He didn't have much room to get that car down there, but he got it. 9 lead changes on the night already. Vlad up here in this front pack. Jeff Dillon, Eric Casper, Kel D. Spencer, Greg Wellen. Thomas there still on track, still on the lead lap. So is Wilson. Steve DP back here, the first car 1 lap down in this field. So at the moment, we are kosher up front, and you see the gap starting to form between these race cars, Mike. That is when we know the tires are starting to fall off a bit, when we see that gap in the pack start to build.
Yeah, you'll definitely be able to tell who's got the good tires and who don't right now. It'll be a big separation.
Well, they're putting the lap about 10 to 12 on their set. That's right around the point with these cars where wear starts to show its ugly head. And you'll see the gap begin to build. Guys that saved the tire a little bit going to be able to hold the bottom a bit better than those that didn't. You are dependent on the draft here, but you can't do anything with the draft if you get in the corner and the car won't turn, right? And you have to jump out of the throttle. That's what gets you, is getting out of the throttle and killing your momentum in these race cars in particular.
Yeah, definitely a hard thing to pull off, because if you've got too much momentum coming into a corner, you're in trouble. So the best thing to do is to try and get that momentum on either turn 2 or 4 and try to pass them in the straight.
Look at David out.
That's the only thing you can do.
Exactly. You're dead on, man. You want to get side by side and get clear before you even get to the straight or the corner. Oh, because see, that's what happens if you don't. Lucas was up top, got tight, got in the wall, did a heck of a job. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, no, don't spin it now. I was bragging.
There he goes.
He's fine. Which, I wonder if Lucas has ever watched the Netflix show Longmire. That's a very good TV show. Just saying. Lucas Longmire way back there. 31 complete. Or a certain friend of ours we both know would probably say I'm being unprofessional talking about a TV show during a broadcast. Jab. Anywho, Dylan Thomas out front, continuing to hang on. David Lamb there as well, Dylan D. Thomas. Charles Joplin right there is in the top 8. Vlad and Clinton there as well. David Thomas. Now we got a problem. We got spinners.
Oh.
Who is it? Oh, no. Greg's involved. Let's take a look.
Oh, man.
Yep. Caution lap 32, as you will. So we're getting about 10 laps of run before we run into a problem here. And around you go. He got lucky. That car started to lift up like we seen earlier, but it sat back down. He got majorly lucky there.
Yeah.
And there you go. Reason for caution 4 would be Greg going for a spinneroonie back there. So he just spun the car around, didn't really do all too much damage. Kind of worked out for him sort of. Let's talk to him. Hey, Greg, Matt in the booth got a copy.
I gotcha.
Well, man, you got a little bit lucky. You got turned around. The car started to lift off on you, but it set back down.
Yeah, that definitely felt interesting. I tell you what, while you got eyes on me, how's the damage on the rear end?
It's not terrible, man. It's a little bit, not too bad.
10-4. Still too early for the fast repair.
Yeah. So, what did it feel like, man, when that car started to come up on the back like that? We seen one go over that exact way earlier. Yours just happened to set back down.
It definitely was a new feeling. I've done blowovers, but to have it kind of just a sustained lift that's a new one for me. That was pretty fun.
Alrighty, man. Well, best of luck going forward, buddy. And what room you want me to move you back to, bud?
Red Rocket down low with Kale.
10-4. Have fun down at Red Rocket, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. He'll be back on pit road. Yeah, not looking too bad on the rear. A little bit of right side quarter damage, but not too bad there, Mike.
Could have been much worse.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't use the fast repair at this point of the race either, if it was me. But you know what that means? We got another yellow, so you know what that means we get to do?
Another commercial.
Another commercial break, just like we're Fox. All right, folks, we'll be right back. All right, and we're back here from Daytona International Speedway. Mike and Matt in the booth, as always, getting ready to go back at it here. Wrapping up this latest caution as we're 35 laps in. Well, so everybody's got fresh tires. What have we learned so far tonight, Mike? Well, what are you thinking? Because I've been watching numbers. Tire wear somewhere between lap, 10, 11, 12 when it starts to really wear on them?
Yeah, I would say right about in that area is where they start to get some wear. And that's what makes it super difficult to drive these cars, because even on fresh tires, they can get loose easy. But with worn tires, it makes it much harder.
Yeah, it seems to be a common theme, right? We go about 10, 11, 12 laps of green, and then something breaks loose. And as this race continues and we start to get our feet under us with this, I'm pretty sure that's 98% of the problem. You want to talk about tire wear? I know this series goes to Rockingham next week. That's going to be a tire wear fest. And so, we shall, Mike, buddy, we shall see the green here in a moment.
All right.
Single file party. Up front.
Let's see if we can keep them in line here.
Jeff Dillon will restart there. Here we go. David there as well. Coming to green through the Geico restart box. Green flag in the air. Let's go. Ooh, there was a little bit of separation there on that one. 25 had a pretty good jump on the field. Not sure if admins will say anything on that behalf, but he was out there a little ways there on the start. You know, I almost think with the admin here tonight and in the series where it's at, they're going to let them get away with that, because I almost think they would rather see them spread apart like that on the start and get everybody going as to have another problem. But you see what that did. David with a big run down the back. He got out too far, Mike. He got that big jump. And by the time they got to 4, David had a hell of a run and just drove that car right around it. I mean, he went by him like he was sitting still on horseback, homie.
Yeah, he just got on his horse and took right off, man.
One car in the wall. Hello.
Whoa! Nice save, nice save.
Good hanging there, bro. Good job. And I thought that was going to be another one in the catch fence for a moment. Oh, 3 wide. Car in the wall, back in the back. We're okay. 3 wide. Whoa. The 7 just split the needle right down through and made it work. I did not think that was going to work for Vlad. I thought Vlad was about to be Vlad the Impaler there for a moment.
Right?
Vlad top side, David bottom side, 2x2 out of the triangle. Vlad, David Lamb there as well, 2x2. Here comes Sean Leisure back in the party. Anthony there as well as Brandon Zimmerman. Right to the bottom of the racetrack we go. Starting a little bit of a snake down the back straightaway. And again, you know, the guys that we talked to there, Mike, during the yellow flag condition, talking about, you know, it's too early to use that fast repair. I think they're right, and this is why. Look at him squirm. We got a problem. One hard into the inside wall, and he's going to come all the way up the track. Is no.
Oh, my God, what a
Hey,
hit.
there goes a tire. There goes a tire rolling by the race car. Did you see that?
Yeah. Holy crap.
Let's take a look here. Now the yellow flies. I think we got even more problems over here. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Brandon Zimmerman involved in one. This is the first wreck. There goes the tire flying by. Then the field's going to come around here to the back straightaway as that's happening. And let's see what happens here. Oh, car going to get free. And here we go. Calamity Corner, turn 2. Oh, my. Oh. Holy crap.
That is the big one right there.
Boys, I could tell you how many wasn't in it before I could tell you how many was. Wow. So 2 separate incidents. This one, a big one on the back straightaway. Oh, jeez almighty. We recovered one incident there, and the next thing you know, we got them wrecking on the back straightaway. Wow. Just out of the corner, and here we go. Taking a look. And see how many cars are spun around in different positions? That's what made that track almost impossible to... the 2, man. He got hip checked down on the bottom as well.
Good Lord.
Holy crap. Scrapyard or us. We're going to have to open a scrapyard at the end of the race. Good gracious. 2 separate incidents at once. Well, and then there was 30 to go, Mike. If we have cars left by then.
Yeah, if. Big if.
Thank goodness we got one fast repair. Jeez, that was the whole freaking field. That was insanity. Alrighty, Mike. Well, why don't you talk to everybody? What you got going on this weekend, buddy?
This weekend, well, Saturday, I've got a late model race to go to on iRacing, and I've got micro sprints on Sunday. Other than that, just kind of chilling, really.
Sounds like a game plan.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll be in a classroom all day Saturday, so that'll be fun. Yay, fun. Feel like I'm in high school again. Oh, we're wrecking under caution. There it is. Oh, jeez. What happened here? Oh, somebody got on the brakes a little too hard and spun her around. You know, for people that don't like the 87 car, I think you're out of your mind. This is a blast to watch.
Yeah, this is a really good time.
Again, we will finish up these 30 laps that are remaining. Well, a little over 30 to go. I do have an announcement to make. I'm sure you guys saw the Black Magic Designs group, the ad that I ran earlier. I'll be running once again for Black Magic in the 6 hours of the Glen coming up in June. I'll be piloting their DPI once again. I'll be running the prototype. I think it's going to be me, Kendall, and Mark Murphy in the prototype at the Glen. So that'll be fun. Vlad out front. Of course, next year, Extreme Sim TV will be taking on the 24 hours in the Ford Mustang at Daytona. That'll be next year. But we will start working and prepping for that. What do you say, Mike? Probably in September we'll start working on it. Getting the car ready for Daytona in February or January. Yeah. And of course, you got me here doing me things. I'll actually be doing some league racing on Saturday nights coming up. So that'll be fun. You know, me back in a league car. But enough of the Extreme Sim TV news and such. We should be about ready to go back green. The lights will go off on the pace car. You know what that means. We'll come to green. We're shy of 30 to go here tonight. It's been an action-packed 42 laps if you're just joining us. We've had cars upside down in the catch fence. We've had big melees. And we're still not done yet. And so,
I cannot wait for the next green flag.
Right. And what's going to happen next? So right now we have 18 cars still technically on the lead lap. So that is a good thing. However, the majority of the field left have used their fast repair. So that's also a thing we got to look out for. So we are ready to go. We can't have another big incident is what I'm saying. Here we go. Green flag in the air, 43 on the board.
And we're back at it.
Starting up through the gears once again. Same process as before. Into turn one, tucked in up front. Vlad out front over David Liam there behind him. Get up through the gears and get rolling. Whoa, that got tight off of two. That was Greg that got shoved up. He's like, no, Greg, you go up. Me take spot, you go up. It's like my spot to take, sir. You go up. You no takey spot.
Man, look at this guy coming up the field right here, this 94.
That's going to be Greg again. Charles Yoplin trying to grab one. Folks, this is what you call edibles in broadcasting. That's when the fun begins. 44 on the board. Vlad alongside. There we go, 2x2 right now. Up front, Charles continuing to lead. Doing a heck of a job leading the way over Vlad. Now he's going to come chop right down, right in front of that nose of Vlad. Nothing Vlad could do but lift there. Car's nearly in the wall for a moment. Joplin, here we go. Big run. Holy crap. Here we go. Dicey. Dicey, dicey, dicey. 45 to 75 on the board. Leisure. Daryl. David. 2x2. 30 to go here tonight. Oh, car in the wall. Look at him bobble up top. Mike, this is where this gets dicey right here.
Oh yeah, you got everybody close, uptight, side by side. This is good racing right here when they can keep it under control doing this.
Keyword, keep it under control. Vlad leads by about 1/10 of a second. There we go. A little bit of contact deep in the pack. We're clean and green right now. Charles Joplin back here in the midst of a battle as well. That's outside the top 5. Peter there. Eric. DP. Leisure. Casper back here. Again, the top 4, not to forget tonight. Top 4 finishers qualify for the Dash for Cash as well. So you want to be in that top 4 at least when all this is settled. And we are not too far away from the moment of settling it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So here we go, about 13 laps on some tires. That got tight up there in the top lane.
Yeah, it did.
They did a good job getting loaded up and not cause a problem, because we've seen it so many times tonight where you start to get checked up, and then next thing you know, somebody's around backwards, up and over in the grandstand going to see Freddie in the concession stand. There we go.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Holy crap, dude.
Oh no.
Jeez, I guess when these things wrecked. Oh. Oh my god. I'm sorry, that was kind of funny.
Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's
Good
the dead.
lord. Oh my god, what a hit.
It's the dead.
Wow.
Oh. And there comes the Lone Ranger back here. Whip.
I mean, I guess
Oh.
you're gonna right, you know.
Oh,
I mean, you're already
God.
wrecking. You might as well go out with a bang.
I mean, watch this. I mean, he was absolutely hauling ass. Oh.
Yeah.
Watch
That
this,
poor
folks.
guy. I'm so sorry. I probably shouldn't be laughing at that.
Let's go on board with Gino here. Oh, shoot. He was 5 laps down. Poor guy. Watch this. In the gas, in the gas, in the gas, in the gas. And right here's the moment where he knew
Oh.
he effed up. Oh, wow. Oh, that's meme worthy. I gotta see if I can get it. Let's see if he's in Discord.
Right.
Oh, wow. Poor Gino.
I don't think I've ever seen anything wreck that bad on iRacing before.
Hey, Gino, you got a copy? You got me there, Gino? Oh. I don't think he's there. Oh. Oh, Lord. Poor guy. Well, back under yellow yet again is the Calamity Corner Struck.
You gotta feel bad for the guys that already used up their fast repair.
Right. Oh, Fred's machine shop across the street. He's having a field day at the moment.
Oh yeah, he'd probably be rich by the end of the race.
I mean, you know, I would say we'd load the cars back on the hauler, but I think we're going to need a wrecker to get them on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Good Lord.
You know, going back to my out-of-time RP days, since we need a wrecker, holler out to HD Towing. They'll come get you. Oh, man. Greg is out front leading David there as well. Lucas Longmire, part of the crew, still rolling right now.
At this point, I would say him being the leader, he's probably in a safe spot because you notice this is usually happening about mid-pack, a little bit further than somewhere around like top 5 to top 10 cars, somewhere around there.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't get past Gino absolutely hauling ass, and then the whole closed.
I mean, the one guy's just wrecked, and you expect him to be able to pull out and just bam. Oh man.
Greg will lead us to green here. We should have the lights off on the pace car this time.
They should honestly save that part of the replay and send it into iRacing for like one of the best like wrecks of the season.
Lights are off. We'll have a total of 16 cars technically on the lead lap at the moment. Quite a few of them with damage, however. And we'll get ready to go back to green. That was interesting. So out front, Greg will lead. Wellen will lead, if I could speak. David Lamb second. Lucas Longmire third. Vlad in fourth. Fifth is Leisure. Sixth is Thomas. Seventh is Wilson. Eighth is Zimmerman. Stephen Holligan's ninth. Eric Casper 10th. Charles Joplin going to roll off 11th here. Clinton in 12th. Pete in 13th. DP in 14th. Thomas near 15th. And Stephen will be 16th. And everybody. And look who's back. Gino's back, boys. Gino's back. He's still rolling. Oh, my goodness. He hadn't used his fast repair yet, Mike.
How is he still? Wow. Okay, then. Hats off to him for even coming back out and giving it a shot, then.
He's going to pick up some spots because Kale's out. Jeff Dillon's out. That's 2 in front of him he can pick up. That'll put him to 13th. If he just hangs on, he might pick up some more.
Smart move, honestly.
Here we go. Coming to green this time by. Through the restart box, green in the air once again. Let's go.
Here we go.
Got problems.
Oh my God.
That was Leisure this time getting a little helping hand. You know, like all state helping hands. Car going to turn around. We'll stay green. David out front leading. Greg second. Lucas Longmire there as well. Vlad the fourth. That'll separate the pack apart with that spin. We'll stay green. So now back up to speed. 53 on the board. Right now it's going to be David leading. Keep in mind the Dash for Cash is up for grabs. This is a qualifier race, Mike. So if you finish in the top 4, you'll get yourself in the Dash for Cash next week. And right now that'd be Greg, Vlad, and Lucas Longmire back here side by side. It'll be interesting to see how this pans out now that the pack is pretty well spread apart. Because that restart broke us apart quite a bit, buddy.
Yeah, I can see where the top 3 cars are starting to move away here. Actually, well,
Not
yeah,
quite.
I'd say top 4. There's a little bit of a gap there.
Up off a 4 tight down the front straightaway. Vlad right there continuing 2 by 2. Now 4 cars under a blanket at the start finish line. David there as well. DP back here in the mix. So right now David Lamb out front continuing to lead the charge. Coming towards what would be 20 to go tonight. Down to the final 20 circuits this time at the start finish line.
Look at the final pack. Look who's leading it.
Who's leading the final pack? Uh-oh. Where's our man Gino? Oh my goodness, Gino.
He was leading it.
Don't do that. David, Dylan, Steven. Hey, look at that. Gino to picks up a spot right there. So his strategy is working. He is picking up spots actively. Meanwhile, battle for the race lead. Vlad there continuing to lead at the moment. Vlad's got all kinds of help right to the back bumper. There's the Vlad's on the top by himself. David had all kinds of help on the bottom. Crossover.
One heck of a battle here, man.
There comes Vlad. Dylan D. Thomas right there. Good job for Dylan. 20 to go in Daytona. Eric there as well. 20 laps to go. Vlad leads here tonight. And Vlad's had a quick car all night. He has made himself known up front all evening long. So I'm not surprised he's there late. You know, you see guys go the rear and stuff, but you also see the guys that elect to go the front and stay there. I think those guys, it works out pretty well for.
Yeah, I agree.
The safest place to be is out front, in all honesty.
Yeah, that's what it looks like right now.
Or the booth for
What
us.
happened to the backpack?
They just kind of split apart. Not what they wanted to see here. They're not going to be able to really draft or do anything well to get back to the front end. Remember, there's a lot of cars out there with nose damage as well. That's going to affect that also. Dylan D. Thomas going to take the lead. Vlad going to fall back to third. I think right now at this portion of the race where we're at, if you're in this top 4 or 5, you're pretty comfortable. The 7 going to come down through a little bit of a block. That caused a little bit of a checkup up front. Everybody made their way through it without it being a problem, though. I tell you what,
Sketchy.
yeah, it does not look easy, does it?
No.
David back here as well as Eric. Vlad continuing to lead. Vlad out front. Here we go. Top side momentum. Here comes the Mo train out up top. Here we go. Car in the wall, though. That's the 03 getting a piece of the wall. Or the 09. The 09 against the fence. That's David. He's going to lose a ton of spots. Meanwhile, Vlad taking it back to the race lead. Vlad up there battling in the 7. You see Charles Joplin there as well, right behind him. Nice job down the back straightaway. And what's good for Vlad is he still has a fast repair left, by the way. So he's in great shape right now in the 7.
He's doing a great job tonight.
So Vlad, Charles Joplin, Greg Willen, Zimmerman is really the only cars left. 4 cars that's got a fast repair left to them. So that helps them out tremendously. They can afford to get a little bit more aggressive here later in the race because if you do get crashed out, you've got a fast repair to get back in it. Eric, Steven back here. Steven trying to hang on. 3 cars out front. Dylan, Vlad, and Charles. Kind of the 3 fast cars of the evening. So now we're starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm coming to 15 to go. Who's your pick to go to victory lane here tonight?
I'm going to stick with the 7. He's been looking pretty good tonight. He's in a good position. Like you said, he still has fast repairs left. He's taking really good care of his car. I think he's got a good shot.
I think so. I think it'll be either him or Joplin here. If nothing changes, we don't get a late race yellow. Of course, that can mix everything up. Update for Gino, the fans of Gino. He has picked up another spot. He's the 17th. He would need another incident there to pick up some more, but way to go for Gino to pick up the spots and keep rolling, even with a damaged race car. That's big for him here with 15 to go. Now the front pack. Do you feel like this is kind of the calm before the storm at the moment?
Well, I guess it's kind of hard to call for me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I kind of think we got a storm on the horizon here. I'm starting to hear storm warnings go off. We might need to get a hold of Kendall here and get him to go chase it. Taking a look there, there's the 7 to the bottom, Vlad to the bottom of the racetrack. The 89 right there of Charles. And again, what's different with Vlad, he seems to be able to grab the race lead almost on command.
Yeah, he's just been making some really good moves.
This has just been a race or a get the lead on command type of night for Vlad. It's like that commercial with the big easy button.
Oh, yeah, the Staples commercial. That was easy.
Charles right there, Dylan behind him. A little bit of an Indy snake down the back straightaway here for these guys. Dylan D. Thomas hanging on, though. He is not letting up the reins on Charles Joplin just in front.
You know, he's done a pretty good job tonight, too, man. He's also taking pretty good care of his car as well.
Yeah, he is here as we are crossing our way through, coming to the final 12. Everybody should be good on fuel here with the yellows we've had tonight. So that's going to be a good thing, at least for this front pack. You're not going to have to worry about fuel this evening. Look at the block. Vlad all the way to the bottom. Good block. Dylan, Greg, Steven, Vlad right there as well. Thomas, Greg Willen. Here comes Steven behind him. Even Steven hanging on. Willen there as well. Willen. Brandon Zimmerman right there. Nice work. 11 to go. But is Vlad continuing to lead the charge out front to 10 laps to go. Man, I'm getting nervous for Vlad here. Usually when your race goes this well, you know the way it works, man. Something can go wrong really late.
And a snap of a finger. We got some lap traffic coming up here.
Lap traffic party. Oh, this is going to be dicey. Oh, boy.
Here we go. Nice. He's going to stay up top.
Let the front field go. And that's the hard part.
Oh!
Oh, oh boy. This is going to get dicey. 9 to go. It is going to be Vlad out front, continuing to lead. Dylan D. Thomas there, trying to figure out something. Coming to 8 to go this time by. Nice job. Eight to go.
8 to go with Vlad out front. Can he be the round 1 winner of the season?
It's going to be interesting. He's got to make that car wide. I know that much. And I think that car's got just enough in it. I think he can keep the others at bay. I could be wrong, but from what I'm seeing, if he just straightens that car out and makes it wider, whoa. One car had to lift. You've seen that big checkup up top. That's what we're looking for. That's what can cause major incidents here, and we've seen it already tonight. And remember,
Yeah, a couple times.
and keep in mind that battle for fourth as well, that dash for cash battle. You want to be in fourth here. Oh, tight there. There is the battle for fourth at the moment. 7 laps to go. I don't know who you'd pick at this point. Greg holding on to fourth. So if you're a driver here and you know the dash for cash is a thing, if you're running fourth, how much do you press for the win? Because you don't want to risk yourself being out of the dash for cash.
I would just put her to the floor and pray to God that you get the spot.
Look at Vlad, though. Vlad's starting to open up a little bit of a gap here. This is the longest run of the night on these tires, and you see it here. It seems to be coming to Vlad here. 6 to go.
He's cooking there.
I think the only way you're going to get by Vlad is get the big run on the straight we talk about, right? That run, and get it done before you get in the corner.
Yeah, definitely.
Them stacked up behind him, it's not going to help them get a run on him, though, because they're 2x2. Lap traffic could play a factor in this one late. Top side, though, a little bit of a draft. But
we got some lap traffic coming here.
But we'll watch this. The 94 gets in the corner on top. Can he hold the momentum? He does. Vlad lifts. Vlad will go to second. Give that 94 a heck of a run of Greg to grab the race lead weight. 5 to go. You got to start planning your moves out now. One car in the wall up top. Oh, no. Oh. So far, we stay green by some miracle. We got pieces flying. Vlad out of shape. Oh, boy, this is picking up. Vlad to the top. One slow car up the hill. Hello, that's Brandon Zimmerman getting by it. Nearly a problem there. Meanwhile, back to the race lead. Greg trying to hold off Vlad. 4 laps to go. It's a 3-car breakaway. Who has the skill to get this done? 3.
Place your bets, guys. Top 3 here fighting for the lead. Who's going to get it?
I think Vlad, if he can get the run, get back by. Top side Vlad. Oh, cool.
Oh, he might.
He's clear.
Yeah, he's clear. There it is. Just as you said it, too.
3 to go. 3 to go this time by. coming to 2 laps to go. Vlad out front by half a car length. Oh boy. Look at him getting dicey behind Vlad.
Are hunting him down, man.
Greg's going to have to get that big run like he did before and get up alongside of him. That's the only shot he's got. Vlad up the hill. Flagman will give him 2 laps to go. Here comes Greg. Greg up top. This is the way he got by him before. Can he do it 2 times in a row? He does.
Oh,
I don't know if I'd have made that move there, though, Mike. That's going to leave Vlad with plenty of room and space to get another run.
now you got 5 cars fighting for this lead here.
Oh, boy. Coming to the white flag this time by. Remember, the top 4, dash for cash. Greg opened up a little bit of a gap. Will it help him or will it hurt him? Coming to the white flag this time by. 1 car in the wall. 1 to go. We're not going to see a caution tonight. Greg's just got to manage the runs behind him, right? Don't let him get a big run on you. Into 1. Vlad still hung. Here we go. Steven trying to get the momentum up top. Man, I think Greg's in good shape, buddy. If he can get to turn 4 with the gap he's got now. Look at the gap that he's got. Big blocking down the back straightaway. Big run for Vlad. 3 wide. That's going to kill Vlad's run. That worked perfectly for Greg. Now the battle for 4th is on. Out of turn 4. Vlad into the outside wall. He's not going to finish 4th tonight. To the start-finish line, it's going to be Greg, Steven, and Brandon Zimmerman.
What a race.
Charles Joplin will grab 4th. He'll be in the dash for cash. But Greg gets it done here tonight. Wow.
Great job.
Well, that was
Man.
fun, to say the least. Holy
Talk about
moly.
last-minute moves, man.
Wow. Let's get ready to talk to him. Greg, Matt in the booth, you got a copy.
I gotcha.
All right, man, you went a mano with Vlad there. You made the move finally to get back by him again. Once you did that, you got a little bit of a gap, just a little bit. And I think them being side by side behind you helped you out a ton there.
Oh, 100%. As soon as I saw them side by side, I was trying to make sure I helped, I believe it was Zimmerman on the outside, help keep them side by side because I knew that was my best chance. The 7 had a cleaner car, and he was very, very smart. So if I could keep them side by side, I had a chance. Otherwise, he'd have got me.
Well, man, you did a tremendous job planning your moves out and making it work. And this car is so much different, as you know. You get that big run into the corner, but then a lot of times if you're not careful, you have to jump out of the throttle and kind of lift a little bit. That can kill your momentum.
Yeah, honestly, since the race is over, that was my secret. A lot of these guys were overdriving the entry, and I had older tires, so I just took it easy on entry for a while. And then with 13 laps to go, it was go time. And they were still driving in too hard, and then now I'm coming, so now they're driving even harder. So as far as managing tires goes, that's what the trick was.
Well, man, you're going to get the first win of the season. Not only that, you're going to lock yourself into that dash for cash.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal, is it? Sounds pretty good.
Sounds pretty good. Well, you get any sponsors? Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Certainly my company, Pineapple Painting, but I know that my son's watching, so Big Nate got a dub going right before the World Series, and then Marcia, obviously, she's always cheering me on.
All right, there you go, man. Well, congratulations. Good win.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can grab Steven there in second. Good run for Steven tonight. Hey, Steven, you're going to wind up second here tonight, buddy.
Yes, I am, and that was quite a second, I'd say.
Yeah, man, that was some top battle with you, Brandon, and Vlad there.
Yeah, I was not used to running the outside here. I usually stick to the inside, but once I got up there, I started feeling it just a little, and like, how much can I pinch them down? How can I keep out of the wall? And it worked beautifully.
Well, it worked out for you perfectly there. You held on. You got P2. You kind of got hung side by side with Brandon there, so that kind of killed your run for the win. But nevertheless, to get out of Daytona second, you got to be happy.
Oh, I am as happy as can be. I mean, I finished second to Greg Welland. I mean, it's happened plenty of times before, but not like that.
There you go, man. Well, congratulations. You got any partners, any sponsors, anybody like that you'd like to thank?
I wish I did, but no. Oh, I do have to thank Cale Spicer for inviting me to this league. I actually didn't even know about it until Monday.
There we go. Well, hey, we might have to fix that. We might have to get Extreme Sim TV logo on your car. Then you'll have a sponsor.
Maybe I should.
Maybe we should. Well, congratulations, man. P2 tonight.
Yep, thank you very much.
All right, Steven. Talk to you soon, bud.
Yep.
All right, let's talk to Brandon. We'll talk to Brando. Brandon Zimmerman, Matt in the booth, get a copy.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're going to square it out third here tonight.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. After all the chaos that I had to avoid, I'll take a P3.
Yeah, that was a crazy night overall.
Yeah, brand new league, week one at Daytona, you'll have that sometimes, especially in these cars. It's not, people get in these cars thinking it's like the next gen. You can't full throttle. You got to be careful, and people will weed themselves out, and that's what happened. I just kind of hung out around 10th towards the end, and slowly but surely people started hitting the wall and falling off.
Well, it worked out beautifully for you, buddy.
Yeah, man. I had a lot of fun. I'm really excited about this league, and I look forward next week.
10-4, man. Well, great job tonight, and congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
All right, there we go. There's P3 of Mr. Brandon Zimmerman. There as well. What a night overall. Mike, that was a crazy evening.
Yeah, probably one of the craziest that we've had since I've started coming to the broadcasts with you.
Yeah, man, that was nuts. Guys, don't forget to slam that like button if you like what you saw here tonight. Thank you to each and every one of you for coming out. We will see you yet again very soon. But tonight ends with Greg Willen going to victory lane here tonight in the RSRL Racing League in their 87 series. For Matt in the booth and Mike, thank you so very much for doing this all evening. And we will see you next time here on Extreme Sim TV. Programming note before I go and I'll forget about it. Xfinity race for AMA tomorrow night at Sonoma should happen. Should. No guarantees, but should. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody. We will see you soon, and have a great night.
Till next time, guys.
Peace. Remember, don't be like dodo birds. That's Matt's advice for tonight. What's your advice?